going to give that to Jeebus, see if that helps him evolve a little bit. And then we're just going to go collect more flying drives for boobies. I'm just going to go down the line and just get one drive type at a time. I'm going to get flying, then I'm going to get swimming, then we're going to get running. And I should probably cut for that. I know I'm a good rambler. But while we're waiting on these guys to evolve and such, why did I pick up Jeebus? Or boobies. Why did I pick up boobies? I need Jeebus. We're gonna feed you a mushroom. I probably ought to do my best to make sure his ball is still yellow, which means he's probably not leaning towards hero, which is a good thing. I do have to come in and pet what's his face with Shadow. Pet Red with Shadow to make sure he stays neutral also. I definitely don't want Red or Jeebus evolving into, particularly Jeebus, but I definitely don't want Red or Jeebus evolving into hero or dark types. Red more so because I want to see what a power Chao, what a neutral power Chao looks like before I go ahead and breed him with another Chao. And then Jeebus because Jeebus can't compete in all the races, which he will kick ass at because he's got an S and fucking everything. But yeah, I can't do that with Jeebus. The more I'm looking at it, the more I'm leaning towards this Chao. I may use him to breed to get a shiny Chao in the future. But the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm thinking, you know what? This Chao needs to be a shiny Sonic. And you guys can let me know in the comment section down below. But this Chao needs to be a shiny Sonic. I might breed him. I might make his kid something else. We'll find out. He's a regular shiny blue. I still want to get a shiny sky blue egg because I think that would look fucking sick. But I'm thinking this guy's going to be our shiny Sonic Chao. He's going to be a running type. I do not remember what his grades are, but it doesn't matter, like I said. As long as he's not like actual dick in running, he'll be okay. And again, I'm going to let him finish eating that, and then I'm going to come back in with Shadow and make sure that I pet Red up a little bit. Why is he sad? Red, don't be sad. Don't be sad, Red. We're here to give you food and stuff. I'm going to come back in, I'm going to pet him with Shadow a little bit. I need to spend like a weekend just playing Chao Garden. Like I need to. I'm never gonna live stream Chao Garden because like I cut a lot. I do boring parts a lot. I would not interact with chat when I did Chao Garden, which would make the Twitch stream itself suck, along with all the times I'd be cutting and stuff like that. But no, I would not interact with Twitch chat because that kind of ruins the feel. It ruins the feel of what we have going on here on YouTube. I don't know if you knew this about tails. See his tails spinning? If you spin with his tails, they spin like twice as fast. If you spin against his tails, they spin hella slow. It's funny. But no, let's go get Shadow real quick. Not the Chao, the fucking, the being, the hedgehog. Why did I select the stage? And again, I'm getting Shadow just to pet down Jeebus a little bit and then Red a lot to make sure that they both stay as neutral Chao. So with a Chao like Jeebus with a he fell. With a Chao like Jeebus with a two-tone Chao, it's usually relatively easy to tell. Obviously a whole lot more easy to tell with a completely neutral Chao. Super easy to tell whether or not they're like hero or dark or not. In fact, I'm only going to pet him a couple times because he's actually about perfectly balanced. I don't want to ruin it. But with a Chao like Red where he's all red, especially if you like don't know what you're doing in the Chao world, it's really easy to let a monotone Chao, monotone single color Chao, especially like a red one, slip under the radar and not realize that he's actually a hero Chao instead of neutral because you only have two things to go off of right now. If you don't just know the look. What is that about? Oh, he's gonna ride the rocking horse. He likes the rocking horse. Good. Normally, I don't see a lot of Chao like the rocking horse. But anyways, if you don't just know the look, if you don't just know the signs, for example, how his head's shaped, how he's got two little things on top of his head, the fact that his tail's a little bit more round than anything else, especially than the other Chao. Look at it. It looks weird. Why is it moving like that? Put that thing away, man. There are children here. Anything. Anyway, if you don't know like the little things like that, if you're not like super experienced in Chao, the only two things you have to go off of that really stick out are his wings. No, you're not going to sleep. I have to pet you. Are his wings? You can tell his wings. They're a lot softer. Isn't the right word, but they're not nearly as sharp. They're super soft, super round. I guess is what I'm going for. And then they have that halo-y look to them where they're getting worse as I'm petting him, but they were like the bright red and then really the bright yellow. and then the dot on the top of his head. And the more blue the dot on top of his head is, and I mean like a fucking bright blue, the more hero he's gonna be. It's like, it starts out like a bright blue, and it goes to like this really, really deep, like pure dark blue. It's hard to explain. But then the yellow dot, like pretty much what the blue Chao has on top of his head, is what you're shooting for. And in fact, I'm going to feed him because we have not paid him almost any attention at all. But I know he was getting his own food earlier and he's hungry. And then like now you have to be careful you don't go too far and make him a dark Chao. And I might have actually gone a tad too far if you look at his wings. Well, no, they're not pointy yet. In fact, he might still be leaning towards hero. And it's just hard. It's just hard to tell. The point on his head either means he's turning into a dark Chao, or that's just what a neutral power Chao looks like. This is where it gets, like I said, kind of complicated, kind of difficult to tell sometimes a lot of these things. And in fact, the more I pet him, he is indeed becoming dark. So I'm going to give him a fruit, and I'm going to send him on his way. I might have to do a little bit of petting with tails to even it out. But you can tell by like the features, by the fact that the back of his head is starting to stick out, he is getting decently close to being able to evolve, which makes me wonder where the hell Jeebus is and why he hasn't bothered to evolve yet. Come on, man, get with the program. We be waiting on it. It takes roughly 3. I know I've toyed around and said I don't know a lot of times, but it takes roughly 2 to 3 to 5, 3 to 5, depending on whether or not you're feeding them. I think hours for a Chao to evolve entirely on its own. But I actually, once again, too fucking busy right now. But I am going to call the session there. I know I didn't do anything today, and next time. I've been toying around with just waiting for everybody to evolve, but I don't want everybody to evolve and then maybe like, oh fuck, it's too late, I could have saved them. But I think next time that's what we're doing. I think next time I know what I want to do. We're gonna form this guy into a running Chao, make him our Sonic neutral type Chao. Red is pretty much well on his way. We made him the power type. Gonna make sure he stays neutral, and then Jeebus. But I want all 3 of these guys to evolve next time. So next time I log on, I'm just gonna do a lot of waiting, a lot of cutting, and then they are gonna be evolving. And we are going to be in there. I'm going to check the store one more time before we call it a day, though. Frequent store checks, because I am either waiting on the black wool hat to buy or another really unique egg that I like to buy, because buying an egg now would be ideal. In fact, I'm really looking forward to next session, because next time I sit down and do this, I'm going to be waiting a little bit and then checking the shop, and then waiting a little bit. Shiny white. I don't think I like it. The black egg's kind of cool. I already have a red one. Shiny white doesn't do nothing for me, though. It's an idea, but it doesn't do nothing for me. Hard to say. We were close, though, and no black wool hat either. Unfortunately. Fucking bucket. We could put a bucket or an apple. I always love to have it, like, put an apple on their heads, but I haven't done that in a long time. I am going to buy... I'm going to buy them out of Chao fruit, and I'm going to force feed Jeebus. You can't buy them out of. I think your inventory can only hold 5. But I'm going to go force feed Jeebus these, and then we're calling it a day. We're calling it a day eventually. Once stuff stops happening, you know? Alright, we in there. You hear 14 of them yawn when you enter. That's always fun. Okay. So since all of his stats are S besides stamina, I think, I really got to check in on that. I'm pretty sure he's all S except stamina. I can give him all the Chao fruit I want because it levels everything up equally, which means he'll still stay a neutral Chao. Here's the thing. When you see me do with a lot of stamina Chao, with a lot of Chao that I want to make stamina Chao or neutral Chao, I want their grade and stamina to go up. You'll see me, I only give them fruit and I don't give them any drives or anything at all until they level up. Or, I mean, until they evolve. And then I can give them whatever they want. That's not the only way to do it. You can still make your Chao a stamina Chao, but you have to level him up equally in everything. And I don't mean, like, they just have to be the same levels. It's more complicated than them having to be the same levels. It's pretty difficult, I don't know, I would say, to level him up to, like, level 5 or 10 and keep everything in line, because I couldn't just level him up. Like, for example, this is how it is. If I leveled him up in swimming, flying, and running all to level 10 kind of equally, and then I wanted to level him up in power to make sure he stayed a neutral Chao, and then after I'd leveled him up in swimming, flying, and running to 10, then I did all 10 of his power levels at once, even though he's level 10 in everything, he wouldn't be a neutral Chao. He would become a power Chao. And he would become a power Chao because power was the last thing he got, and he got a lot of power. And as you can see, like when I mess with Jeebus, whatever Chao drives I'm giving him recently is what he morphs into. So it's what he's gotten most recently. So in order to make him stay a neutral Chao with how complicated it is, I would kind of have to level him up evenly, like across the board, in everything. Besides stamina, I guess, because stamina, like he would still raise in stamina. He would still become a neutral Chao. But yeah, so it's relatively difficult to make sure that is a thing that happens. I'm just gonna keep feeding him until these are gone. Get away from me. You don't need this fruit. I'll get you your own fruit. Ah! He came at me. He wanted it. But no, if I wanted to level him up a lot, I would have to level him. Like I would have to give him the easiest way to do it. It's also the biggest pain in the ass way would be give him 1 power drive, 1 swimming drive, 1 flying drive, 1 running drive, and then just keep repeating that cycle. I'm sure you could do it in cycles of 4 swimming drives, 4 flying, 4 running, then 4 power, but you have to stay even like that. You can screw it up and fix it. So if you feel like you're like, oh, I want to make him a power type Chao, you get him to level 10 in power, and then you're like, oh fuck, no, I want him to be a neutral Chao. I would say your best bet is probably to give him make him level 5. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold on, wait. Do I want to do this? Yeah, if he doesn't evolve into what I need him to evolve into, then I want to make sure this is saved, and I have to get out or turn off my PlayStation. It's been so long since I've had a Chao evolve. When was the last time we had a Chao evolve? We've just been working on everybody for so long, you know? Good thing I hung on. Good thing I stretched this part out longer. Something finally happened. Other than me just spewing to you guys stuff that's going to happen in the future when I can pull it off, but... Hut. 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 Okay, where is he? No. No, don't find the ball. Fuck the ball. Fuck the ball. You're evolving. Here we go. Do it. Fuck the ball. You're evolving. All right. What do we got? What do we got? Is he going to be just neutral stamina, for the love of God? Is my fruit still there? Yes, it is. Oh my God, our fucking hero. The all-S Chao we've all been waiting for. Oh my God, Jeebus! This is the beginning, people. Okay, fuck that. What do we got? Neutral! He stayed neutral. He looked onion heady enough to be stamina based. I can't cheat peek it. Play the ditty. Do the evolve music. It never played the music. What the fuck? That's weird. It never played the evolving music. I wonder why. I wonder if it had anything to me with me doing. Yeah, it had anything to do with me glitching him or glitching in there. Jeebus! How you doing, bud? All right, let's go have a peek. Actually, I'm gonna finish force feeding you this, and I'm gonna make sure he. Because I might have been off my rocker. I might have supposed to be making him a power type Chao or something. No, eat. You just evolved. I know you just ate a shitload, but you just evolved. It's got to take a lot out of you. He looks like a fucking cheese ball is the only problem. But it's okay. Once he becomes a chaos Chao, it'll all be gravy in the Navy, you know? There we go. Level 3 and everything. Look at that shit. Look at these stats. Level 3 and he's already in the 80s. Some good shit, Jeebus. I shouldn't have named him Jeebus. I get Jeebus and Boobies confused so fucking easily. All right, let's have a look at them grades. Oh, that is fucking beautiful. We're so close, but that is beautiful. The all S's and the fucking A. The fucking A, man. Yes, personality's a big eater. Likes round fruit. Good to know. Let's see if there's any round fruit for our fucking hero here. Actually, he's not hungry right now. Damn. And you know what this means? We get to start, and I know these last few times have been boring. Like I said, I've been planning out the future, what we're going to do with what Chao and what. But we have races to do again now. That's what this means. Is once I finish, I got to finish getting Jeebus. He can walk. He can fucking toddle. Level 3. Dude can toddle. Insanity. But what Jeebus means now is that we start the race cycle over again. We just start doing races again, like from day fucking 1, you know? Except will be able to fly through the races, because one level, we'll say 2 levels to Jeebus is probably the equivalent to 3 levels to Boobies. So when Boobies had to get 3 levels to be able to compete in the next race, Jeebus only had to get 2. You know what I mean? Like, that's how much the grade difference is huge. Boobies is B's. It might even be worse than that, come to think of it. But yeah, that is the level of insanity. Let me feed this blue guy here. And I'm actually going to go check the mart one more time, because it has been a pretty minute since we've been in there. And maybe there's something worth buying. You never know. I'm going to actually feed the blue dude till he stops eating, because I felt bad for him. He had to find his own food earlier. That's my job, damn it.